Yeah.
Okay, well, which one of the other players on the other team would you say are your biggest competition in this game?
No one, bitch.
Well, you have lost 3 matches in a row, so that kind of makes you the underdogs in this game, right?
Yeah, we were only like warming up until now. So yeah, this is the day we will show our potential.
Okay, so can you guys tell?
All right. Oh, we just snap. We got some dank over here. We got some dank being smoked on campus. California legal. What's up? What do you think about Ben Shapiro coming to campus today?
I think it's a crock and shame, because that motherfucker knows that I know his full tea, and I'm ready to come out in the public and admit it.
And what is that exactly?
Well, I'm a psychic, and you know what? You want to sue me for libel, motherfucker? Go on ahead. I got $55 a week. Come out the closet, motherfucker.
Come out of the closet, Ben.
Yes, hiring gay male escorts on the slide.
Oh shit.
Doing that snow.
That's cocaine.
Doing that snow in private.
Oh shit.
Yes, I know you're full T. You want the real shit? Come on. White supremacy needs to fall the fuck down.
Jews for white supremacy.
I don't know how to actually preach this truth without using this nasty ass language. I'm sorry. I'm not acting like a professional right now.
Apology accepted.
But the reality of the situation is racism is an abomination. What people do in the privacy of their own bedrooms is their own damn business.
And what do you think is something racist that Ben Shapiro said?
Honestly, I know I hear Donald Trump preaching, and
I think Ben Shapiro's against Donald Trump, right?
I'm advancing understanding.
He was the #1 target of the alt-right for the entire campaign.
Am I wrong?
I don't think he's pro Donald Trump. No.
Well, that's why I'm here. Supporting the Black Lives Matter movement.
I mean, he's definitely said things against Black Lives Matter for sure, but he's definitely anti-Trump for sure.
Well, let's take the whole racist bullshit down then.
All right. Is there anything in specific though that he said that you're out here fighting against?
Honestly, I don't remember none of it right now.
You're getting older, and you needed someone. And you probably always wanted to have a kid, right? And you were like, hey, listen, this is the person that I'm going to not necessarily cash out with, but this is the one who will do this with me.
It's like really audacious of you, because it actually just proves my theory that I've always been in it for true love. I've been with men with way more money. And if I was truly an investor and trying to cash out so I don't have to work again, let me finish.
Definitely not picking.
I would have cashed out 5-6 years ago, men with a lot more to
I thought everybody had you as a side chick. I'm going to be honest. I thought everybody else had you as a side chick. And listen, in a male community, we know the chicks that's like, yo, that's side chick pussy. And then we know the dumbass nigga who wifes up the side chick. And we're like.
So what makes me a side chick? Because I'm beautiful? And
no, because the one who everybody fucks but doesn't wife. That's a side chick. Sorry.
So who have I been side chick?
You wrote a fucking book.
Who have I been a side chick? But I was never a side chick.
Well, when you write a book about having casual sex, and by the way, not one of them claimed you. We assume, you know why men don't claim women? Because we have our real girl that we don't want to tell about you. You know that.
So, how do you say that some people don't have privilege when you basically just said that trans people aren't valid? They're not a thing. They're just girls pretending to be boys or boys pretending to be girls.
Okay. Oh, someone's excited. Okay.
It's biological, but gender is a completely different thing.
No, gender is not disconnected from sex. So.
It's not completely disconnected, but it's still a cultural thing. It's still from society.
Okay. No, it is not in the mind. Okay, you're not a man if you think you're a man. And I didn't say pretending, or if I did, I shouldn't have said pretending. Let me amend.
You said playing.
Okay, I said a boy who thinks he's a girl. That's the usual phraseology I use. Not playing. I usually say a boy who thinks he's a girl or a girl who thinks he's a boy, which is technically what we're talking about here. As far as the actual psychological issues at play, it used to be called gender dysphoria or gender identity disorder. Now they call it gender dysphoria. The idea that sex or gender are malleable is not true. Okay, and I'm not denying your humanity if you're a transgender person. I am saying that you are not the sex to which you claim to be. You're still a human being, and you're a human being with an issue that I wish you Godspeed in dealing with in whatever way you see fit. But if you are going to dictate to me that I'm supposed to pretend that men are women and women are men, no. My answer is no. I'm not going to modify basic biology because it threatens your subjective sense of what you are.
Okay, but you're still saying these kids should not be accepted because they don't really fit in either place? They can't just
I'm saying that the Boy Scouts have a standard. You must be a biological boy to be a Boy Scout. You have to be a boy to be a Boy Scout.
Where's that written, though? Okay.
In the name Boy Scouts.
There's absolutely no evidence of this, and it's just not true.
It actually is true.
No, it's not. Washington Free Banana Peel is not a legitimate
It'd be
organization.
the Washington Free Beacon, which is a legitimate newspaper. Yes.
Look,
there's different ways to look at the data, but the big picture here is women do earn less in America because they choose to. They would rather go to their daughter's piano recital than stay all night at work working on a proposal.
What?
So they end up earning less. They're less ambitious, and I think this is sort of God's way. This is nature's way of saying women should be at home with the kids. They're happier there.
I hope that your viewers do not take you, sir, seriously.
There's a great book you should read. It's called Why Men Earn More, and it's all about women choosing to put family over work, and that's why they earn less.
Having a choice does not mean that you're less ambitious, and your comments are absolutely deplorable. Sean, I would like
less ambitious in the workforce.
I would like you to adjust it. You're a father. You have a daughter.
If you were a real feminist, you would support housewives and see them as the heroes and women who work wasting their time.
You said that women are less ambitious.
Women are less ambitious.
You have also said that women are better suited in the home.
Yes,
You've
that's
also
a fact.
said that, that women are emotional and women shouldn't run for public office. All of these things that just
I never said women shouldn't run for public office.
Yes, you have. You've said that
If we're talking
before.
about 50% of the population, generally out of this 250 million people or 150 million people, most women are happier at home. They are pretending that they like working, and they're not making money because they don't stay all night at the office. They don't go the extra mile. They don't work all weekend. You're making a mistake. You would be much happier at home with a husband and children.
Oh, boy. Oh,
I mean, I'm literally shaking.
You just said you're single. You don't have a boyfriend. You're what?
That's
you're
my
celibate?
choice.
Yeah, look, you're miserable. You would be so much happier with kids around you tonight. Imagine coming home. Mommy's home.
You know what, Gavin? You're not funny. You're not what you do not do anything.
I'm trying to make you happy.
You do not do anything for the better. Sean, this isn't funny.
Feminism has made women miserable. Women were much happier when housewives were glorified.
Guess what? I had a choice to be married, and I chose not to. I have a choice to have kids.
You made a mistake. We'll give you the last word. Go ahead.
I think that your guest here is doing a disservice to all of the viewers and doing a disservice to America by saying that that I need to be married, that I would be happier at home. That you're what, miserably married? Just because
no, I'm
just
ecstatic.
having a
I'm
ring
trying to share my joy. You should see my little 2-year-old.
Not everybody has the same life pattern as you.
I know,
okay?
it's the fall
and not
of
everybody wants to marry somebody in a bootleg seersucker suit and go home to that. I don't want to go home to that.
You don't have to go home to me. Go home to a hunk.
Oh, gosh.
Jesus. This is absolutely disgusting. And, Sean, you should actually speak up for the viewers today and let them know that your daughter should have a choice.
I think women do have a choice. Absolutely, of course.
No one's saying women shouldn't have a choice.
All right, when we come back, we need your help. Our question of the day is straight ahead, and I'm sure this will continue.
I have two comments to make. First, I want to direct this to Miss Skinny Minnie.
Which Miss Skinny Minnie?
Isn't her name Mimi or Skinny Minnie?
Okay, Mimi.
Well, the skinniest girl up there. Anyways, she made a comment that you have to have a lot of willingness and motivation to be skinny.
I was quoting Dr. Kelly Brownell of Yale. That's what he says.
I don't care who you was quoting. You said it, own it.
I agree with him, absolutely.
Okay, good. But I'm a plus-size model. I am willing and motivated to wake up every day to keep these curves. I don't want to wake up and look like you and be confused and quoting everybody. Why don't you say what you have to say and stand up for what you believe?
Oh, I was just tagging on to she was talking about the same Yale Center, so.
Okay, but let me ask you a question while you're standing up. Why is it okay for you to call her Skinny Minnie? But it's not okay for her to comment about someone's size that's larger.
Well, I don't know her name, so okay, you got me on that, but moving on. No chubbies, no chubbies. No, I got something for no chubbies.
You said it. Own it.
The difference is was she insulted when she was called skinny.
Okay,
it's skinny and insult.
I'm sorry.
But it's skinny and insult. Dr. Phil, it's skinny and insult.
Yes. Well, let me tell you.
Skinny is an insult to you?
Yes.
No, I'm saying to the person it was, no. The
but
person
there are people that are skinny that cannot gain weight, and it's just as
yes,
bad.
but I'm saying to her, you think calling her skinny hurt her feelings?
Guys, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Jillian,
Eat something.
This goes back to the beginning when we were talking about how people judge each other, how we project our insecurities onto one another, you know, and there's all of this hate that we project onto each other, and it has to stop. And the reality is that, yeah, you know what? Someone's gonna judge you, and someone's gonna judge you, and me, and you guys. And when we're right with ourselves, truly right with it, we won't hold on to that, we won't turn it over, and we won't allow it to affect us.
I am a woman in film. Gosh, it's just this really bizarre because, not bizarre is the wrong word. I have a story I wanted to tell, but there's been so much name dropping tonight. I mean, Hillary fucking Clinton just helped present this award to me. And Michelle Obama's here, and Kamala, like what? So, but anyway, I'm gonna tell the story and I'm gonna drop a bunch of names. Here it goes. So I was on a panel with my mentors, Nora Ephron and Nancy Myers. This was a while ago before I had children. This is like 7 years ago, probably right around the time I was the face of the future. And the panel was moderated by indie goddess Christine Vachon. I mean, I was like in fucking heaven, surrounded by these incredible women. We were in New York, and we were talking about female representation, women's representation in film. How can we do better? Oh, what are we gonna do? And this woman got up in the audience and asked a question along that vein, and we all sort of spoke, and my answer was the same now as it was then, which was, everyone in the room, women, we can't do it by ourselves. We need dudes. We need the guys. I'm so thrilled tonight to see Dan Rather here. Thank you, sir, for all that you have done. You are an amazing patriot. Thank you. And Tom and Michael, and just to see, and all the men in my life that are here. And this woman got up and said, what do we do? You know, and I said, I think you gotta support, you gotta buy tickets. You gotta watch, you gotta click, you gotta do whatever it is, and you know, and it's our responsibility as women to bring the men along. I absolutely hate the phrase chick flick. Like, what the fuck is that? Just make a marinara, like fire, makes fucking fire movies. Go see the movies, bring the boys. Anyway, so I give this little speech, like, you gotta get men, you gotta bring the men, you gotta like buy the tickets. Like, went to Indiana Jones and Jaws and every movie that Steven Spielberg's ever made, and by the way, he's never made a movie with a female lead. Sorry, Steven. I don't mean to call your ass out, but it's true. The Color Purple, thank you. Okay, I'm wrong. He directed? Oh, so I'm right still, okay.
Because actually, Sophie, some people might say, well, at least back in the old days, they were transparent about the fact that men and women earn different salaries for the same job.
I thought that was a very interesting point that Anne raised, that actually, you know, our survey has shown that 20 years after the original survey, women are still not getting answers to these questions. And there is still a 20% pay gap, which is a 20% productivity gap. And despite the fact that the government has said companies need to be showing what they're paying people, it's still not happening.
But there's also a 20% pay gap in many companies between one man and another man, often doing similar jobs, because one man has been more aggressive, perhaps, in going after a better deal for himself. Are women, and I would say the answer to this is yes, from my experience as an employer over the years of many, many women, are women just not as assertive about getting better deals for themselves in the workplace than men?
This came through in the survey as well. There were quite a few women that said, please stop telling us to fix ourselves.
Why?
Please stop telling us to fix the women. The reason that women aren't getting paid the same isn't ultimately because women don't ask right. It's because there's massive structural barriers stopping women from being paid the same. And it's not just about overt sexism in the workplace, it's about the fact that we don't value carers and we don't share care.
Anne's spleen is about to erupt. Anne, what is your response to that?
The pay gap does not mean two people standing side by side, one man, one woman, on a factory line, doing exactly the same job, and the man getting more. The way that the comparability of the pay gap is assessed is taking into account such things as women tend to work more part-time, then trying to take two completely separate jobs and say, well, what are the attributes required, and trying to get some sort of false comparability. We've come to that point now, from a point in which you really could have two people side by side doing exactly the same thing, lawfully being paid completely different rates.
Well, hang on,
so I don't actually buy into this. Our problem is this. We've actually got equality and we don't know what to do with it. So now we want special favours like positive discrimination. Oh, bless us all.
So who are these guys? You guys are all friends? That's your buddy? That's your cousin? Okay. What's going on? What is this group? Because okay, you guys, it's family. Like, I'll be honest, it doesn't look like you guys do anything legal. Like, it doesn't feel like you're involved in anything that requires paying taxes, or filing taxes, or knowing how to spell taxes. Like, it feels like this group's done more jail time than been on the outside. Like, unfortunately, you pay 2 taxes in Quebec.
I know.
It bothers the hell out of me. It does. You work and you smile.
My coffee's not right.
So people yell at you? They all get mad at you like that? Okay. Hey, this is comedy, not therapy. She's continuing. Hold on, I'm not done. What happened to you? Is this your lady? Yeah? Look at it. Look how he said it, all apologetically. Oh, I'm sorry. Huh?
I'm so sorry, sir.
Are you going out there too? Are you going to referee this fight? He's actually going out there. Look at that, looking like the metrosexual Hulk.
You must have known when you wrote your very public Facebook post just how sensitive those words were going to be. I don't have the energy to talk about the racial violence of white people. Most of you refuse to acknowledge your existence, privilege and success as a race is built on the backs, blood and death of people of colour. Do you think that all white people are racist?
I don't think that all white people are by nature racist. From conception to birth, I think that we are all the same. But we need to speak about how we're socialised as a people. And my post was based on socialisation and racism as a structure. I think as a society, we're taught certain things. We're taught that men are superior to women. We're taught that women are meant to be submissive. We're told that gay people are meant to be ashamed of their sexuality. But it doesn't mean that this is how things need to be.
Do you think all people, all white people are responsible for that or believe that? Or
I don't think that all white people believe it, no. I think that there is cases, well, I mean, there's loads of allies. I mean, you don't need to think this way. And it takes actively dismantling racism to be an ally, because if you're not doing anything, then how are you helping racism?
So you said, when you explained about this, you said white people are racist due to socialization in the same way that men are socialized to be sexist and heterosexual people are socialized to be homophobic. So
Yes.
I'm a white, straight male guy.
It's not about you.
So
though.
basically, I'm like enemy number one. So I'm a racist, sexist, homophobe by your logic.
Sexist, yes. But
I'm not sexist.
Some of the things
And I'm not
you say,
racist, and I'm not a homophobe. So who are you, with the greatest respect to you, who are you to say that every straight white guy in the world is a... Well, you did. You said white people are racist due to socialization in the same way that men are socialized to be sexist, heterosexual people are socialized to be homophobic. You are calling straight white guys like me a series of offensive, stereotypical labels, which I find very offensive.
Okay. This is why there's a problem, because you're taking it personally.
There is a problem. I am taking it personally. Yes.
It isn't about
when
you,
you say all white people are racist, as a white person, I find that offensive.
Please let me speak instead of speaking over
The
me.
floor is yours.
Okay. So basically, instead of taking it personally, please think about how to be part of the solution.
Why
rather
don't you
than the
think
problem.
about being part of the solution?
I am part of the solution.
You're not. You're causing more division.
I'm not causing more division.
You're basically causing more division.
By
telling all white people they're racist.
Let me speak. By talking about racism is not causing divide. There's a divide anyway. We need to be speaking about what the root of racism, what the root of sexism is. And sexism doesn't come from women. So of course it's caused by men. This is a social construct.
You don't think women can be sexist?
I don't think that women can enforce misogyny.
What a load of nonsense.
No, because it's all...
You don't think any women can be
women
sexist?
Don't uphold the patriarchy, Piers. That is
Uphold
not
the what?
case. The patriarchy.
What's that?
You don't know what the patriarchy
I do,
is.
but explain it.
The patriarchy is basically a structure that puts men at the top of power. So it's not women that enforce the patriarchy, because women don't have anything to...
The 5 most powerful people in this country currently are women.
Deputies, get out of that shit. Blue Lives Matter, whatever the fuck I gotta say. That type of money. What? Oh, go ahead, go for it. This is your shot to prove that you can do this. See if you can make the crowd laugh 5 times in the first minute, the way I just did. Go ahead. What?
I'll take your crowd.
You'll take my crowd? Okay, prove it.
You don't want that.
Yeah, I do. Go. It's harder than it looks, huh, baby? When that pressure's on, he starts to fold, huh, baby? That's how it works. God chose me, not you. You are below me. She piped up when she heard the words below me. This isn't your day job, baby. Now look. Let's go back and forth. Fuck it. I've been doing this shit 12 years. I'm sick of my shit. Go ahead, me and you. Fucking 20 minutes. Let's do this shit. Yeah, baby. Throw your best one.
I'll be your 13 reasons why.
You'll be my 13 reasons why. That I have HIV? What are you talking about? That one doesn't count, it's just a warm-up. Let's go for another one. Doesn't know the level that she's fucking with. That's all right. You quit? Alright, baby. So turn me on. Now I got a boner because she's submissive. Fuck. Alright, she comes again. What? I want to hear that one. I think it's actually good. Come on, baby, let's do this. I mean, everybody already thinks you're an asshole. You might as well keep going. Everyone raise your hand if you like her. Oh, man. Look at shit. Oh, she's got the pink shirt on and shit. Oh, I see
see you now, baby. What's up? Is that your boyfriend behind you? Or? That's my girlfriend. Oh, you're in the girl. No, behind you is a male. Jesus Christ! You thought your girlfriend was like a dude? The guy behind you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Listen, I know you're a lesbian and you've never had a dude behind you before, but there is a guy behind you. I swear to God. God, I'm so good at this. What the fuck? That's gonna be a great clip. I'm glad I recorded this show. Welcome to being viral, bitch. What's up?
No, we're doing video, sweetie. How you doing? How do you feel? Say hello
I
to
feel like I have a clean vagina. He's just not ready for my vagina.
I'm not ready for it.
Hold on, come here.
I'm the
guy
that was behind her.
That's my husband wife. But this
Husband's wife.
This is my wife.
Yeah, that's the wife.
This is my wife.
So
she gave me the HIV,
Oh.
and I'm okay with it.
I had to have some sort of comeback.
I had to have some sort of cum, and she gave it to me.
She's so sober, you guys.
I'm not sober.